What's going on, party people? It's NubNeb here today, and it's time for another episode of Ben vs. Pen. If you don't know what Ben vs. Pen is, it's basically where I'm challenged to do a pen, and I have to see if I'm able to complete it to the best of my abilities. Alright, Joy, what are we making today?
You are making mango fruit roll-ups.
Exactly, we're making one ingredient healthy mango fruit roll-ups. So let's go ahead and get started. Alright, so like I said, these are one ingredient, so all you need is 3 large mangoes. And the first thing that we're gonna do is we're gonna dice them up, or actually mine are a little extra ripe, so they're more of mushing. But we're gonna dice them up, put them in a bowl, and then we're gonna be sticking them in a food processor and turning them into mush to spread on a pan. Once you've diced up your mango, you're gonna want to put it into a food processor and then get it all nice and puree. But once you're looking for your mangoes in the store, I think it's better to get the little bit underripe, not raw, mangoes, because these are really ripe, which means I'm gonna have to take a lot more time dehydrating them in the oven later. Alright, so that looks pretty good. I did it for about like 30 seconds to a minute. And then now you're gonna want to get 2 baking sheets and then split up the mango puree in between them on a silicone mat. Try and guesstimate about half of it on this pan. Ooh, okay, and then go back to the other pan and then just even it out. Alright, there we go. That should be pretty good.
Looks kind of like roll-up.
Aw, that's nasty. Alright, once you get them all split up, you're gonna want to take an offset spatula. Now, I actually don't know if this is an offset spatula or not. It might be a little pie serving tool. I don't know. But here's the most important part. You gotta make sure, oh wow, this is not really working that well. You gotta make sure it's spread evenly, or else some parts are gonna be dehydrated and others are gonna be still moist and wet, and then it won't be able to roll up like a true fruit roll up. So yeah, just spend some good time on this. Try to get it as even as you can, and then once you get there, just like pound it on the floor. Just try to get it as even as possible. Alright, so spreading these out was a lot harder than I imagined. Really, the main thing I did was just like go like this and up and down, just trying to even it out as best I could. And as you can tell, they're still not even at all. But it's an experiment. If it doesn't work, then who cares if it does? Fruit roll-up, sweet, yay. You want to make sure your ovens are preheated at 175 degrees Fahrenheit or 80 degrees Celsius, and then these things are gonna go on from 3 to 4 hours. Now, of course, like I said, if they're more ripe, then they're gonna have to cook for longer, and if they're less ripe, aka less fruity, juicy liquid, then they're gonna be able to cook for shorter. So once they're done, they're gonna be a little sticky on top, but then they're gonna easily be able to come off the silicone mat. Put it in there, and then we're gonna set a timer for probably 3.5 hours, so it's probably gonna have to cook for 4 because they're really overripe. Alright, y'all, so I just checked on this. Even though the timer still says 14 minutes left, most of it actually looks a little bit over dehydrated in one view. We took a little test strip there. Yeah, so it looks almost a little over dehydrated. And then this part, maybe that's still good, though it seems a bit still moist. So that's just part of the reason why, like, you want to get it perfectly even so it all cooks at the perfect temperature. Alright, y'all, so next what you do is you want to take your baking sheet and you want to get a strip of wax paper, lay it over top, flip it over, so take off the pan, just move it right here, and then hopefully most of it, oh, well, now it's all stuck on here. So on the sides, it is definitely over dehydrated, so it's gonna be a little bit more chewy. But as it gets toward the center, it actually gets more of a fruit roll-up texture. Oh, wow. Okay, see that? See how it's more slimy right there? That's where it's under dehydrated. There we go, look at that. It's almost perfect. So you want to take your scissors, and then you want to go along here and create little strips, one on the other side, and you want to make sure your scissors are food scissors, so there's not like a bunch of Elmer's glue all getting inside your fruit roll-up. Alright, once you get your fruit roll-up, you're going to want to roll it up like this, just go over the wax paper. Now my rolling is really messy, and the wax paper is actually pretty slippery, but it's just as an example. Hopefully your fruit roll-ups will come out a little bit better than this. We have one sad strip of fruit roll-up, but hey, it's actually not too bad, so you can just take it out. Here, let's try it. Oh, wow, that is really dehydrated, but it actually tastes pretty good. Yeah, it has that nice mango flavor, and it's still sweet, even though we didn't even add any sugar. Well, y'all, that's gonna wrap up. Well, y'all, that's gonna end this video. If you do try it for yourself, just make sure to get it as straight as as flat and smooth as you can all around, and don't over dehydrate it, or else it is gonna get a little bit more crispy than fruit roll-up-y. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. If you liked it, leave a like, leave a comment, and press subscribe. Once again, thank you for watching. Have a great day.